Welcome to Board Game Archaeologists. We play time-worn games from the past. I'm Hunter.
I'm Rob.
And today we're looking at Trouble.
Trouble from 1965 from Gabriel and Milton Bradley. This game has been going a long time. It's called Frustration in the UK and Kimball in Finland.
The objective of the game is to get your 4 pegs into the finish line.
In order to do that, you got to have your pieces and your parts to it. The coolest thing about Trouble, the Pop-O-Matic. The patented, beautiful dice rolling invention that we all grew up and love. You also have your 4 players for each, 4 pieces for each player that matches your color that you're going to start and try to get down to the end.
To start out, everyone pops and the highest number goes first. But going first really means being the first to attempt to get a 6. Because to get a 6 is to get out of your home base.
There's one. And because I got a 6, I get to roll again. And I got another 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I get to go again. And I got a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And this would go on where most of it is being at the mercy of the dice, but a lot of the defense of it has to do with landing on other characters' pieces, which send them back to home base. And we found this out recently. You can choose not to move and put yourself in like a vulnerable position.
Yeah, and that's something that I'd like to bring up because I know I played this wrong my whole life because of that. You don't have to move. And we also, for some reason, thought 1 would get you out, but you couldn't move again. So if you rolled a 1, you'd get out. And then I started thinking maybe that's just what parents did when we were younger, so the game wasn't as frustrating if we didn't roll 6s.
There's a reason they called it that in the UK.
Trouble and frustration. Right. And again, there's multiple different versions of it. The oldest versions we have are from 1975. We have 2 from 75. We have 1 from 86, and that's the Milton Bradley box. And more importantly, it's one of the easiest games to convert into one of your own pieces. So this is my Uncle Boob the Clown Trouble. It's actually called Trouble and Uncle Boob. So the 4 players are called Puke, Butt, Poop, and Snot. And I did that, and you can tell I'm really mature when I'm working on games and fun stuff like that. But Uncle Boob is a local clown. He did a lot of work with me at community TV, and I just love him. He's one of my dearest friends. And whenever I can convert a game, you'll see Uncle Boob on it. Wait till you see the Operation game. That one turned out really nice.
So what do you really like about Trouble?
It's one of the first games I think all kids learn to play. I think it's only got the 1 dice. You don't have to count dice. You're just looking at the 1 number. You learn a little bit of defense when you're playing it, but trying to get behind somebody or get, behind somebody so you can attack them the next time. I think it's just simple, easy, and very colorful, and I remember it fondly for my whole life.
Yeah, that's a huge part for me too, is that I've been playing it for years, or at least I used to. But, in school, it would be one of the few games that would be around, so I definitely got used to this game, and so a huge part of it is just like a nostalgia value.
Right, and you'd always lose the pieces, and you can tell with the Uncle Boob version of it, I have multiple different colors of different sets. And you can tell the newer versions because they have the child safety hole in the middle of them. The older versions do not have that and are probably choking hazards. So,
but yeah, no, the closest thing to a negative is just that you follow what it does on the dice. And there isn't a whole lot of strategy involved, but I think it's simple and fun.
Not having to move is one of the strategies that I've never got to use before. So that was kind of interesting to just say I'm not going to move, so I'm not in front of you. And which is interesting, but again, you're not moving forward if you're not moving forward.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, no, there's not a lot you can say negatively about it. It's a fun game, very colorful. I can see where any kid would want to play with it. And that ever-loving Pop-O-Matic is pretty sweet.
And it's easy to make your own.
It is.
Well, we'll see you next time.
Yeah, and if you want to see more about us, check us out on toyarchaeology.com. You can also find us on Facebook. And don't forget to subscribe to us on YouTube.
Thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye.